And we're live now. Welcome everyone to our live Inspire You by yours truly, Czarina Gonzales-Co. And happy Thursday, everyone. I hope you're having a great time today. Today, we have a very special guest from Canada, from our business. They're very powerful, successful, and respectable couple in our business. And I'm very thrilled. I'm very excited and at the same time nervous to bring them here. Yeah, because they inspire so many people in our business. Well, not just in our business, in globally they are inspiring so many people, and I can see how they are very successful because of their dedication and diligence, in their business and in their lives, in general. And I really thank this couple for their time. For I know they're really busy. Thank you guys. So without further ado, let's welcome our special guest, Dave and Roxanne Obiso. Welcome. Please introduce
Thank
yourself.
you. Hi, Serena, and thanks for having us here. It's always a pleasure to do this.
Yes, thank you.
Mhm.
Appreciate this.
So
Yeah.
our background is, we live in Calgary. I moved here from the Philippines to Canada in 2004 with my parents and siblings. And prior to the online business, we started it on October 2018. I was working in finance.
And I moved here in 1996. I was in Canada. I came from the Philippines, and I graduated in engineering. But before the online business, I was a general manager. And as Roxanne said, we do this both full time now.
Congratulations. I know you're mortgage free and you're retired. You're
Mhm.
focusing on this business, successfully. And thank you for inspiring us all. Just want to ask you guys, how did you find this business? How did you start this business? Please tell us your story.
Yeah, so we actually started the entrepreneur journey way before the online business. So I met Roxanne in our very first venture. Actually, I was her manager, and I joke around that I managed her really well because I married her, right? Now she's the boss.
Yes.
um,
Smart way.
but I remember Roxanne shared her dream. Her dream was to retire her parents. And, as a good boyfriend, I said, you know what? Yes, I will help you at the time. But joking aside, the reason why I said I want to help you is because I don't have any parents. My dad died when I was 3 years old. And when we moved here to Canada in 1996, a year later, my mom had breast cancer and she died. So I said, you know what? I don't have an opportunity to give back. I want to help. I want to help you. But then when we started our journey, we didn't realize that it's entrepreneurial journey is such a it's not an easy journey,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, it wasn't that easy. We realized that, we have to do something different on top of our jobs. And of course, we tried different kinds of businesses prior to the online business. So in 2018, when Dave saw a Facebook ad in his feed, I think around June 2018, I was very skeptical. I told him I'm never gonna watch it. It's probably gonna be the same thing over and over. So at the time, we've tried, over 24 businesses already. So
Failed
we,
in
yeah,
24.
failed
Wow.
in those businesses. So I was very skeptical because I thought it's going to be the same thing, right? And thanks be to God, after a couple of months that he tried to, like to convince me, he showed me real people getting results, people that are immigrants like us, people that cannot speak much English, people that are not tech savvy, people that are older than us, people that have more kids than us. And some of them have multiple jobs, and we have our corporate jobs at the time. So, and they're getting the results that we wanted. Quit their jobs, paid off homes, pay off their debts, travel without worries. And that really inspired me that if these
Yeah.
people can do it, then we can certainly do it. So finally, in October 2018, that's when we started our online business journey. And 5 years later, here we are.
After putting on my best charm, I had to put on my best charm for
Yes.
her. Like this is the one.
Yes.
25th one. This will be the one.
Yeah. Oh, that's so inspiring, guys. Yeah. Thanks for sharing that. Yeah. before we continue, I'd like to say hi to our viewers. Hello, Chari. Chari, she's watching from North Carolina. Hello, hello. You
Amazing.
guys, you all rocking the business. Idol. Yeah. Dave and Roxanne are our idols here in this
Thank you.
business. They're just very respectable couple here.
Mhm.
Yeah. So yeah, that's so inspiring, guys. I also tried FBA. I don't know if you tried FBA, the
Uh,
Amazon.
Almost. We looked into
Almost.
it. We looked into that too. We didn't try that one.
Yeah, I tried that also before. I tried
Mhm.
selling longganisa and any business.
Wow,
But
Wow.
you're
it
amazing.
yeah, it didn't work well. Yeah, this is really an amazing business, and what I love about this is the community,
Mhm.
that supports each other. You guys, you pretty seem to be a numbers person. I know Dave was a manager before, and Roxanne was an accountant. Am I right?
No,
You're
well,
doing,
I work in
yeah,
finance, property
in
tax.
finance. Yeah, you
Yeah,
worked in
finance.
finance. So yeah, yeah. So yeah, I'm just inspired. How did this online business convinced you? Like, because you're, a numbers person, you are, you're logical people. You want to make sure that this will work, this business will work. Where I think, Roxanne, you mentioned you were skeptical also. What about you, Dave? Did you just jump in?
Yeah, this thing. The thing about human beings are like this. We want to make logical decisions, but when it
Yeah.
comes to making the real decision, it's an emotional decision, right?
Mhm.
So, it's like I always joke around. People, we were like broke before, and we went into a car dealership. We were thinking of buying a Honda. We came out with a Mercedes, right? Because the logic was, a Honda, it's gonna save you money, good in
Yeah.
gas, and then when you make you sit down, leather seats, all this nice, so, and the reason I'm saying that is because, yes, logically, and again, I always preface saying that, failing in 24 businesses was a blessing for us, because we've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Mhm.
We've tried many businesses, including an online business that is also a high ticket, and instantly we knew this was different and this was good, because the previous online business that we did, we had to pay for all our tools. So,
Yeah.
for example, right, we had to create our own landing
Yeah,
pages,
landing page
capture pages, and we had to pay $99 just for
a
that
month.
a month,
Yeah.
right? And we had to pay our own email marketing, right? So we had to create our own emails, right? So that one we had to pay for that. We had to pay for our own, like, we have Acuity right now to book the calendars. We had to pay for that. It's called Typeform. Lots of tools
Mhm.
that
Yeah.
we had to pay. So numbers wise, we was like, well, we say just one time for the tools. Like, we had to ask our coaches over and over because we have a bit of experience. That's one. But when it comes to the emotional decision, like, I had all the logic behind it, the numbers and all that. But the reason why you think logic, but it's emotional,
Yeah.
because when people actually show the numbers inside our private community, right? That's when you're like, wow, and
Yes,
people are firing their bosses.
sky is the limit.
At the time, people were like counting their checks. We were like, wow. And like, I used to follow this Filipino couple that we were so inspired with, and
Yeah.
they would just like, like, barely speak good English, but they were counting their checks, and I was like, man, my general manager mind is like, that's almost what I make in a year, right? And so, but then I
Yeah.
say, if this guys can do it, I can as well. So what I mean by that, that's why our webinar and our system really works, is because, yes, there's the numbers behind it,
Mhm.
Yeah.
but what really is important, that it is a proven system, that it works. Because, you buy a car, you don't want to look into the engine. How does the engine work, right? There's
Mm.
all the spark plugs. You just want to know that I can go from if I turn on the engine, I can go from point A to point B, right? So, and
Yeah.
that's, people come in here, they don't need to know like how the
The
funnels
features.
work, all the features. They just want to know I can go from point A to point B, which means that I can make this income, so I could fire my boss, retire my
Yeah.
parent, whatever it is, right? So,
And also, I think what really inspired us is that people that are shy, people that are not tech savvy, people that is not very good in speaking in videos and all that, they are winning in this online platform. And if people can do it, we can certainly do it. And I think that's what we've been looking for, because you don't have to be great in videos, you don't have to be great in certain things, because there is a video based step by step training that we provide for everyone, right? It's up to the person how hard they work, how determined they are, and everyone has the same platform that they can succeed, and that's what really inspired us to do it.
And just one more thing, going back to the numbers, and again, there's the emotion side, but the number side, which make like huge sense, is
Yeah.
that high ticket to low ticket is just night and day, which means
Mhm.
that you don't need to make a lot of sales, right?
Mhm.
To make good income, right? If
Yeah.
there's a certain point in our business that you get to this, in a strategy call that they discuss about this, that you can make one sale, it could replace your income
Mhm.
for the whole month, right? I mean, you make
Yeah.
two sales. For us, on our 6 month, we got to that point, and on our 6 month, we started making five figures, and that's because we saw it on the strategy pre-coaching video calls that there's a certain point where you just make two sales a month and it can replace your income, and that made sense to me because high ticket is because we did a lot of low tickets before. You have to make a lot of sales,
Yes.
Like one sale is like
and you're
$50
still
or
struggling, right?
25
We
or
would go to people's homes, present for 2 hours. This is offline business. We would buy our coffee for $20, or sometimes there's no sale. It's like, oh my gosh, right? But you do
Yeah.
the same amount of work, and it can pay for your whole months. It could replace your income. And that's the power of high ticket combined with
online.
advertising. It's just,
It's powerful.
I've never seen any business model more powerful than that.
Yeah, yeah, I agree with you. I've tried low ticket affiliate marketing as well. It's really hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for sharing. And guys, let's talk about working hard. Can you please compare the work that you've done in your corporate jobs, um, compare it with this online business?
I like this word "work hard" because we Filipinos, everybody has the definition of working hard. Like when you think of work hard, people think of people doing three jobs, four jobs, like almost killing themselves hustling, which is that's what we think of working hard is, right? The thing about this online business is that you work so hard in the like I mean you put in the effort in the beginning,
Mhm.
getting paid almost very little because you're still learning, but then in the future you get paid a lot for doing very little. There's a reverse effect, right? I call it compounding, right? Because of
Mm,
the compounding effect. Like there are things that we do the things that we do today,
Mhm.
5 years later we still get paid, and you can't do that in a job, right?
yeah.
So, and Robert Kiyosaki coined this phrase for a long, Robert Kiyosaki talked about Richard Pura that it's called passive income, right? Passive income is money that's coming in without you working, and that is the difference between a job and a in a business, right?
Yeah, and also like working hard, like in when I was working in the corporate job, in it's a city government job, right? I was working there from 8 to 4, right? Or sometimes, yeah,
Mhm.
8 to 4, 4:30, right? So that's like 8 hours or so, right? And that's Monday to Friday. Imagine that, right? And Dave is the same thing, right? So really, that's, I don't know if you call it working hard, but really like you're putting in the hours. But in the online system, online business, right? So, you work, how you work it is really to create your own, advertising, own videos, posting every single day in your business page, really like, creating, right? Create like plugging into an automation. But then even when you're sleeping in this online business, you get results. And that's the beauty about it. It's a different kind of work hard, but it's worth it, because even up to this day, all the videos that we've done, months ago, several years ago, it still pays off, because people are watching our videos, people get to know us even if we're not there, even if life gets busy, we're busy with our child, right?
Mhm.
That's the beauty of working hard on an online business.
And my favorite definition of hard work is from Alex Hormozy. If you guys haven't heard of him, research him. He's like blowing up
Yeah.
in social media. He's like, when it comes to entrepreneurship, people look at him. He said hard work, in the definition of results, is called output per unit of time,
Hmm.
right? So which means that if we have the same amount of hours, let's say 8 hours or even less, and I have more output than you, that means I'm really working harder than you,
Hmm.
right? So let's say, for example, in the area of sales, right? So let's say we're both realtors, right? We're selling houses. Even if I work 12 hours and you only sell one house, but I sell four houses in 4 hours, I still
Mhm.
work harder than you because I have more output per unit of time. Four
Yeah.
hours, 12 hours, you only have one
Mhm.
house, I sell four houses,
Yeah.
right? And the beauty about this online business, as I mentioned earlier, is that you can get to a point that, that your output per unit of time, because of the leverage here, will be more than someone, for example, just a clear example. Before I
Mm-hmm.
started this online business, I was this close to partnering
Clean come.
with a
Oh.
cleaning company because I was the general manager and they want to partner with me. And I said, I don't see my future here. I like the online business and all that. So this cleaning company has been around for 13 years. And they have 250 or 60 in staff, right? Like lots of contracts here in Calgary. Sales last year was about 6 to 7 million, right? We've been in the business for 5 years. I track all our sales in this whole online business. This is sales. This is not income.
Yeah.
Sales. Our
Yeah.
sales last year was $10 million, right? 10 million
Wow.
US dollars all over
Mm-hmm.
the world. Income coming from from Australia,
New
UK, US,
Zealand,
New Zealand,
Yeah.
right?
Canada.
That's the sales
Yeah.
that happen. So even if they've been around 12 years, right? We've only been around 5 years. Our output per unit of time compared to that business is more because
Mhm.
we just have
Mm-hmm.
more results, right? So at the end of the day, we worked harder than them in that year. That's the beauty about this. And really, how much hours did we really put in
Yeah.
weekly
Yeah.
compared to them, right? They were like,
Mhm.
Yeah.
cleaning all that stuff. And that's the beauty about automation, systems,
Yeah.
social media, because you can
Yeah.
essentially work harder. Because people say, Dave, are you guys really working hard? You only work 4 hours this week or even less, right?
Yeah.
We are in the definition of output per unit of time because we made more sales compared to this cleaning company that has like hustling. That's not so. That's the beauty. We teach you to become an owner here
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
instead of an
Mm-hmm.
employee, right? So
Yeah.
an owner, for example, right? I always tell people, who makes more money, the nurse or the owner of the hospital, right? It's the owner of the hospital because they're actually serving. The nurse can only help so many people 8 hours a day, right? But the owner of the hospital can serve more people. That's the difference here. So, anyways, long answer to a short question.
That makes sense. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's the power of the automation, right? And the social media. Oh, thanks, Facebook and Google, YouTube. Yeah. So I'd like to say hi to our friends, to our million viewers and Divine watching from Florida, USA. Yeah, we're really global here. Hello, hello, Divine. Hello, everyone. Yeah, hello, Mary Grace from Paris. Wow. Wow, we can reach Paris now. Hello,
Um,
hello. Hello, Grace. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Dave, and Roxanne. Apart from the I know you are really successful financially here in online business. Apart from the financial success, what has this business changed in your life and your faith as well?
I think for us, we really learn how to, to manage our finances well, with the amount of blessings that God has given to us. It also taught us how to be more patient with ourselves, with our results, with our team. Also, I think another benefits of this business is just gives you the time freedom aside from financial freedom. The the time we have with our son, with our parents, with each other. It's just precious, right? That like we always because it took me about 29 months to quit my job. I was 29 20 I was 5 months pregnant at that time, and Dave
Mhm.
took him about 14 months into the business before he quit his corporate job. And since then we've been boss free, right? So it's being able to spend more time with each other, with our families. I think that's really the priceless gift for us, and also the ability to retire our parents, to retire mom recently, a couple of months ago. Now she's enjoying her time, and that's like for us to be able to give financially to them.
yeah, and for me, we the best definition I heard about taking care of God's finances is that it says that the ultimate purpose of wealth is to love, is to give. And we've been in
Mhm.
ministry for over 10 years, and our fantasy was that if the ministry needed something, instead of raising funds, we can just give it to them. And we have done this many times. You know, our ministry, they wanted to send, you know, 6 young people to a church conference in the US, and they could only afford three. And we said, you know, we've been blessed in this business, we'll pay for your flights and accommodation, right? So not just once, twice.
Nice.
And we also sponsor full-time missionaries now, right?
Yeah.
We have
Three
three full-time
full-time
missionaries.
missionaries, help five children to go to school to in less fortunate countries, right? So just the little things that we can do, and of course pay off our home within less than 3 years. I think that's, we've been renting for over 10 years, and we're able to own a home and then pay it off in under 3 years. So that's
Yeah.
one of the biggest
Like I
blessings.
always tell people, like your life can change very
Yeah,
quickly. You know,
Yeah.
when it just it's crazy because we couldn't even buy a home
yeah.
over 10 years, renting an
Yes.
apartment, managing it, and we got
Mm-hmm.
evicted when we started this business. This is
Mm-hmm.
back in
2018
28
February,
February 2018. We started the business in February 2018,
October 20.
October 2018, sorry. And then 2 years later, I believe, we bought and built our home,
Mm-hmm.
right? In just under 5 years, we were able to kind of pay it off. And for the viewers that are watching here, you too, it's available
Yeah,
for you. It can change just like that.
yeah,
Right? You could be like working, struggle, but you might be this close. The key is to
Yeah.
keep going.
yeah.
Imagine 24 businesses that we failed. It was the 25th, which is the dream team. And we could have quit, right? We could have quit. So you're
And it's not right away. Like even in this online business, it's not right away. But you have to be patient with yourself, because sometimes, when I remember, I think when we started, there's not a lot of engagement in our business page, right? Like I think after 2 years in 2020, that's when there's a lot of likes, loves, comments. But imagine you're posting every single day, there's no likes, there's no comments, no one is watching, right? How can you keep going even if there's no one watching, no one liking, no one
Yeah.
commenting, right? How can you keep going? But it
Mhm.
takes a lot of patience and commitment and dedication, that, what, I'm committed to this business, I'm going to do what it takes to make it successful, because other people have done it, why can't we, right?
yeah.
So it's available for you if you're watching this and you're contemplating. If this is for you, we prayed. I remember we prayed in February 2018 to heal our finances. Lord, lead us to the right business. And God answered this through this Facebook ads months later. And of course, it's not for everybody. It's for people that wants to make a change and wants to work hard for their dreams.
Yeah, thank you very much, Roxanne. Yeah, I really admire you guys. You know, when I joined, my mentor, Beth, sent me your link, your Facebook link. You have to watch this and follow this couple. You're gonna be amazed and inspired. And you know, when I saw that you were mortgage free after 3 years, and you follow Dave Ramsey, that
Yeah.
Dave
Yeah.
Ramsey also, he has impacted my financial life
Oh,
and my
amazing.
Amazing.
faith as well.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm sharing it to my friends as well. You have to follow Dave Ramsey. Dave Ramsey,
Yes.
yeah, it'll change your life.
Yes.
Because
Positive.
our finances sometimes, it's there's a domino effect,
Mhm.
Yes.
when we're struggling financially, right?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and yeah, I thank God for internet. It's right in your fingertips. You can learn a lot
Yes.
of things on the internet, right? And you can get inspired. I thank you so much, Dave and Roxanne. Thank you for your time. And can do you have any last message for our followers who are skeptical, who wants to, learn more about this business? Yeah.
Yes, for the people that are skeptical, we can relate to you. I can relate to you because I was skeptical. So, but imagine if we didn't take the step. Because I respect my husband that he didn't go on into the business without my permission, without, what I mean, like, it's a blessing. But then like, the only way to lower your skepticism is to educate yourself. We have a free webinar,
Yes.
right? I think that's the first step to see if it's for you. It's not for everybody, but for us it is. It is, right? And it's helping a lot of people. And we always believe in this, that, what, if God has given you those dreams to maybe quit your job, buy a home, pay off your debt, maybe, like, put your kids to private school, right? Whatever that is, that means God will give you all the resources, the people, the time, the money that you need to make that realize, right? So, but it's
Yeah.
up to you to take action. And if you are ready, we're here. Sarina is here. She's amazing, right? And register to that website.
Yeah, so my last word is that we started with clicking the link. Serena has the link. Click that link. It will open, put your name and email, and she will send you how to get started in your very own online business. That's the first step.
Thank you so much, Dave and Roxanne. Yeah, God bless you. God bless you more in your business, in your family, ministry. Yeah, you're touching, impacting so many lives, and yeah, we hope that yeah, God will bless you more, in areas that you need most. Yeah. Thank you so much. And thank you guys to all our viewers. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, I hope that we can inspire you more. Yeah, just click the link, register for free webinar on my website. Yeah, the website is there. And thank you guys for watching. And thank you, Dave and Roxanne. God bless you. God bless you.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Bye,
everyone.
everyone. Bye. Bye. God bless. Bye.